for those who might be here, for those who might show up later. Give me 1 second. All right. So we're actually going to read two things. I want to go to lesson 8 because we're starting a new week. New week. 1 week into doing the workbook lessons as a morning session. Whoever shows up, whoever's participating. The first 50 lessons of A Course in Miracles are a course in undoing of our tightly held concepts, our tightly held beliefs. Here's the definition of the ego as presented by A Course in Miracles, that the self that we believe in is a concept, a collection of concepts that we have given sole authority to running our lives. However, like every concept, it doesn't have a basis in reality. It's a concept, not a thing. So we can say careening through life based upon a concept of a self that doesn't actually exist. We have been given the large majority of the concepts that we believe ourselves to be. We have been told that we are this and that and whatever. Our parents, all well-meaning. And those concepts have served us in some important ways. They help us navigate through life. The thing is, it's not who we truly are. We existed as awareness before a single concept was given to us. The moment we were born, the moment we came into this world, the moment we emerged from the womb, we were pure awareness without a single concept to behold. This pure bewilderment, astonishment that here we are. We have no words, no labels, no beliefs, no concepts. Through life, we inherited concepts from parents, grandparents, siblings, teachers, clergy, media. Hey, Jace. Jace says, Poop Howdy. Live with Goda. Awesome. Awesome live with Goga yesterday. Thank you. Thank you for being there. I very much appreciated that, Jace. Give me 1 second. I want to bring up the live stream on my desktop. And thank you for calling me weird. You know, little things we do for each other that can immediately put us at ease. Whenever I felt myself, being a little nervous, a little anxious, the perfect comment would come up from a friend, such as Jace, just to put me at ease, make me smile, and we proceeded from there. Let's see, Random Thing says, I'm the second one. Yes, you are, my friend. Remember to subscribe to Random Things. Random Things, thank you for that reminder. Let's make sure that we are indeed subscribed to Random Things. And if we're not, well, here we are. We now are. And I'm hitting all notifications. I got you, my friend. You are subscribed. Jace says, my thoughts were with you, brother. I knew. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. So what do we do with these concepts? Do we continue to hold them? Here's the truth. When we continue to hold all the concepts we've been given without ever examining them, that's it, simply examining them. Do they continue to serve us? And do they serve us in a way that free us from the world in which we are living? You might be satisfied with your own personal life right now, and if you are, that's absolutely awesome. But you can't help but occasionally look around and think, man, what a mess. And are my concepts contributing to this mess? By continuing to hold these concepts, which aren't real, which make me believe in a world of lack, a world of separation, a world in which love only plays the slimmest possibility. That love is something that I give to others, or if I'm fortunate enough, someone gives to me, instead of love being the reality of who we are. Let's see. Chad says, my wife's a mess. Life, not wife, oh my God. I figured that's what you meant. I did not believe that Chad would come in and say my wife is a mess. Chad says, morning to you all. Morning to you, Chad. So let's dive in first to lesson 8, which deals with unpacking those concepts. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. This idea is, of course, the reason why you see only the past. That was lesson 7. I see only the past. No one really sees anything. He sees only his thoughts projected outwards. The mind's preoccupation with the past is the cause of the misconception about time from which your seeing suffers. Your mind cannot grasp the present, which is the only time there is. It therefore cannot understand time and cannot, in fact, understand anything. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. If you look at anything, you are seeing the past, which binds you to the past. Doesn't allow room for possibilities. How can a possibility exist when we are stuck in the past? Let's see. Tim says, my wife is a mess too. Tim says, who is he talking to? I would imagine I'm talking to you if you are here asking that question. Now, whether or not you're paying attention is up to you. And my guess is, I don't know. I don't have a guess. But, you know, welcome. Let's leave it at that. Miss Flipper says hello. Hey, Miss Flipper. Jay says, hey to Miss Flipper and to Tim. So even the one, continuing with the course, even the one who truly thought one can hold about the past, that is not here. The one holy, true thought that one can hold about the past is that it's not here. An amazing, amazing thought. Just in lesson 8, the one holy, true thought that one can have about the past is that it's not here. To think about it at all is to therefore think about illusions. Very few have realized what is actually entitled in picturing the past or in anticipating the future. The mind is actually blank when if does this, because it's not wholly really thinking about anything. So the course merely asks this a couple times a day. Consider that. My mind is preoccupied with that past thoughts. Whatever I'm looking at, I am projecting my past thoughts onto this present moment. Pretty amazing to consider. Miss Flipper says hi to Jace. Hey, Skeeter. See you this morning, everyone. Cheers, Brother Yogi. Be going live this evening around 5 p.m. Catfishing. Be a colder night. 28 now. Wow. Yeah, Skeeter's a little bit north, about 3 hours north of me. It was in the low 40s last night for us. If you guys get the opportunity, hang out with Skeeter when he's catfishing. It's a lot of fun. It's a really relaxing time until the action starts, and then he springs in action. Also, our friend Skeeter is really close to watch hours. If you guys can just play a video or two, go to the playlist, play it through, much appreciated. We can get him to 3,000 in a week, at most, if everyone pitches in. Helps out a friend. Chaz says, yes, you think of the past, but also looking forward. You think you have, realistically, not many options to better your life. It's an excellent point. Jay says, Eric, the clocks went back this weekend. So bringing your live in line with mine. Awesome. However, in next weekend, we fall back. So then I think it goes back. Tim says, well, so much wisdom. Not my wisdom. I'm only sharing things that I've learned, things that I practice. I rely upon the wisdom of something much, much wiser than me. Man, if it was up to me, I would still be careening through life, making mistake after mistake after mistake. Fortunately, and only through grace. Grace is always unearned. It's just given for whatever reason. Only through grace, I have found things that have worked for me. Meditation and breath work, the path of yoga, Course in Miracles. And has really blessed me, is the best that I can say. Skita says, almost there, everyone. Thanks for the support. I'm doing my best. Man, I'm so happy that you're almost there. Get that 3,000. To me, 3,000, I think, is bigger than the 4,000. 3,000, you get the super chats and the super stickers. I actually earn better through the super chats than I do in the ad revenue. Ad revenue, you get a few cents here and there. I can't blame people. Who wants to watch an ad? But, people show their appreciation. You get that super chat or the super sticker. It's much, much more reliable. And you never know where and who it's going to come from. It's always amazing when it does. So, man, hopefully we can get you there, like I said, in like a week. Maybe this week. Skita says, please smash that thumbs up, everyone. Thank you. Jay says, watch hours are the hardest bit to get. They are. So as we are extending that love for others, if we can extend it towards Jace, if you are looking for a fitness routine, I keep mentioning, I am an evangelical for Jace. Jace will take you from point A, wherever you are right now, to wherever you wish to be, health-wise, fitness-wise, physique-wise, endurance-wise, in a very unique and positive way. Show up for Jace. My suggestion, Jace's suggestion, start with day one. Go to his playlist, go to day one, follow along. Follow along with Jace. You won't regret it. Positive message all throughout, a really positive message at the end. You will catch up in no time. And you give him some watch hours to our friend Jace. So, Chad, that's an excellent point. If you are preoccupied with past thoughts, even if when you look forward, you are projecting your past thoughts into the future, when you can, even momentarily, simply rely upon the present moment to show you the possibilities, the potentiality of what might happen, the world changes, your world changes, and your life changes. If you can only see the past in the present moment, why project that into the future? Give yourself the gift, the present, of allowing the possibilities of what could happen to unfold. Just take a breath. The breath anchors you into the present moment. Breathing in, I relax. Breathing out, I recognize the present moment. This is where possibilities lie. A simple meditation that you can do anytime, anywhere. Breathing in, I relax. Breathing in, I relax. Breathing out, I recognize the present moment. Right now is filled with infinite possibilities. Whatever phrase works for you. Jace says, the here and now is your chance to make the future better. Absolutely, 100%. And guess what? It is always here. It is always now. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't need a magical formula to realize it. You don't need a intensive meditation practice or yoga practice. You don't need a specific book. All of those things are reminders, pointers. They point to the actuality of the present moment, but they aren't the present moment itself. When you know that, you instantly return over and over and over again, because in reality, you have never left the present moment. You've just projected from the present moment. Every projection happens now. Trace it back, and you're here. Nowhere else to be, ever. Nowhere else to be, ever. The moment is filled with infinite possibilities. Before there was a moment, there was absolutely nothing. The absolute. We could say the absolute God, infinite love. And then, from that absolute nothingness, sprang time and space. Time and space didn't exist until the universe needed it. It simply didn't exist. And then it was created as it was needed. That's your gift. Time and space aren't your enemy. They are your friend. From the present moment, you are given that gift of infinite possibilities. You create time and space as you need it. Allow it to unfold from there. Chad, entertain the possibilities that this moment, everything in your life can change right now. Because in truth, it is changing right now. But if we keep projecting the past into the present moment, then it changes, but it appears to be the same. Always appearing to be the same. In reality, nothing can ever be exactly the same. It doesn't mean that we can't suffer in what seems to be the continuous effects of our projections. So that's Monday, day 8. I'm going to read one more thing. This is a little prayer that I read yesterday in A Course in Miracles. It's amazing. Decades and decades and decades of reading Course in Miracles, and then something pops out at me as if I had never read it before, but I know I've probably read it hundreds of times. It begins with the I thank you, Father. You can replace Father with Mother, with the Tao, with Krishna, with Jesus, with the universe, with love. Whatever works for you. I found this absolutely beautiful. I thank you, Father, knowing your will come to close, knowing you will come to close each little gap that lies between the broken pieces of your holy Son. Let me read that again better than I did before. I thank you, Father, knowing you will come to close each little gap that lies between the broken pieces of your holy Son, which is you. Your holiness, complete and perfect, lies in every one of them. And they are joined because what is one is in all of them. How holy is the smallest grain of sand when it is recognized as being part of the completed picture of God's Son. The forms the broken pieces seem to take mean nothing. For what is whole is in each one, and every aspect of the Son of God is just the same as every other part. You are the Holy Son of God, each and every one of you, the Holy Daughter of God, each and every one of you. We feel as if we've broken away. We feel broken. The prayer here says that I thank you, Father, because I know that isn't true. That isn't so. And that you will come to close each little gap that lies between the broken pieces. We're all broken pieces. And we feel that brokenness keenly and sharply. We think we are separate. We think we are incomplete. We think that our life is a mess. And it is in those broken pieces. However, what we're praying here is, can we recognize that in those broken pieces, God, life, love, the Tao, will come to close each little gap between each of those broken pieces. And when we recognize that, our life unfolds from the present moment outwards, onwards, and gets infinitely better because we have infinite more choice. All right, guys, as always, I thank you for joining me. It's much appreciated. We are going to call it a morning. I'm going to get outside. I'm going to take my walk, start my week off just right. If you can help out our friend Jace with some watch hours, if you can help out our friend Skeeter with some watch hours, it'd be greatly appreciated. Just click on the playlist. I try to keep people up running through the day, even as I'm doing other things. And then I can click on the window where they're running, and it's like joining a friend. It's like hanging out with a friend. Miss Blipper, thank you, my friend. I will see you later, and I will certainly see you Wednesday. Jace says, thanks for another great live. You're welcome, Jace. Thank you for joining me again, and thank you for yesterday. Thank you for the gift of your presence on the live stream. It meant a lot to me. It was a whole lot of fun hanging out with our friend Goga, doing his live stream. That was my first time doing that, and it was awesome. It makes me think that I want to get StreamYard for myself. It also makes me realize how complicated that might be, and I'm not sure I want that complication. We'll see. Thanks, guys. Take care.